Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will be making Mayi Moulen. Stay tuned for the recipe. First and foremost, we're going to start by boiling our beans, okay? So we're going to only boil 1 cup of beans. We're going to clean our beans, make sure there's no rocks in there. You know, it's all nice and clean. We're going to wash it with some warm water, and then we're going to put some water in there, put it on the stove, and let it boil. So let me tell you guys a little bit of my Mayi Moulen. What is Mayi Moulen? Mayi Moulen, the best way I could describe Mayi Moulen is Haitian version of grits, okay? That's the best way I could describe it. There's no other way. It's really yummy. It's really good. Just like grits, it's only good when it's hot. You know, some people eat grits when it's cold, but that's not when it's the best. I wouldn't recommend nobody eating no grits when it's cold because that's nasty. To me, at least, that's nasty. Once the grits is cold, just go ahead and throw that in the trash. All right. So that's how Mayi Moulen is. So once it's cold, it's nasty. We don't want it no more. So you got to eat it when it's hot. That's when it's fire. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys how you do it. So here we have the water. I went ahead and I added that to there. Don't worry, I'm gonna have the exact measurements and recipe for you in the description box below. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of oil. I'm gonna put the baking soda, and that's optional. I put the baking soda so that it can boil faster, okay? So I let my beans boil for about 1 hour, you guys. And once the beans are like this, you see I could squish it with my hand like that, it's squished, then that means the beans is cooked. Be careful at the same time. You do not want to overcook the beans because then they're gonna be too mushy. But you have to make sure the beans are cooked, just not overcooked like you're about to make some sauce or something, all right? Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to drain the beans. We're going to drain the beans and we're going to keep that water that the beans came from. Okay, that's very important. This is crucial. Okay, make sure you put that water to the side. Do not dispose of the water. Okay, if you dispose of the water, just go ahead and throw the beans in the trash and start the food all over because you done messed up big time. Okay, so don't do that, my friend. You don't want to have to do that. All right, because you're gonna be in the corner looking slow and you're gonna be mad. You don't even want to make the dish no more. The best thing for you to do is to take the water and just leave it to the side. Okay, put it to the side. All right. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have my little skillet. That's not a skillet, that's really a pot. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that pot on the stove, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil in there and let the oil get hot. When the oil is nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some Epis. If you don't know what Epis is, I will have a link in the description box on how to make Epis. Okay, so don't worry about that. I got you. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the beans into the Epis and oil, and we're just going to mix that all together so they could be well combined, okay? We're going to also add some seasoning. We're going to add some chicken flavored bouillon, also known as Maggie, all right? So the one that you see I have in my hand, you may not be able to find that in the stores because the ones I got them straight from Haiti. My friend went to Haiti, y'all, and she hooked a sister up. Whew, yes, child. She brought me all this little nice stuff. That's why she my best friend. But you could use the regular one that I use in all my other videos, okay? It's Maggie chicken flavored bouillon. That's what it's called. You can find it at Walmart. Make sure it says hard and crumbly at the bottom, okay? Then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put those 2 cubes into there. And we also going to add a little bit of salt, okay? I didn't add the salt now, but I will add the salt later. You guys will see, okay? All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix everything together and make sure everything is well combined. I'm going to let the beans fry in that oil and Epis for about like 1 to 2 minutes, okay? So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that water I was telling you guys about. That was very crucial that you shouldn't throw away because you're going to need it into that. Okay, so it approximately made, the water that I had left, it approximately made, I'll say 2.5 of cups. Okay, I also added some fresh water. I added 3 cups of regular water into that, okay? I have the exact measurements for you in the description box below, so no need to worry, all right? All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wash the cornmeal, you guys. take your time when washing cornmeal. It always need that extra wash, okay? This is not like some people, you don't wash your rice, okay? You don't wash your rice, I ain't gonna judge you. That's your business, okay? That's your business. I mean, I wash my rice, but if you don't want to wash your rice, that's your business. I ain't even gonna judge you, all right? I ain't here to judge. But if you don't wash your cornmeal, baby, I don't know if I want to eat at your house no more. I don't know, friend. I don't know. I ain't hungry no more. If you don't wash your cornmeal, friend, I don't know. I don't even know if we could be friends no more, friend. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go sit down and write it down and think about it for a little bit, friend. Cause I don't know. I don't know. So make sure you wash your cornmeal, cause your cornmeal, it needs that little wash. You be finding stuff in the cornmeal, it's not like the rice, okay? Just make sure you wash your cornmeal. Do it for me. Freddie will want you to wash that cornmeal, okay? And we're gonna make sure we wash it. I'm gonna give it like 2 to 3 washes, okay? And take off all the little. You want to see some little black stuff? You want to see the little white stuff? You want to try to take out. You're gonna try to take as much of it out as you can, okay? See, I washed that cornmeal 3 times because that cornmeal need that extra washing, okay? All right. Then we're gonna go ahead when we're done washing it and our cornmeal is nice and clean, or as clean as we got it, All right. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take that cornmeal. We're gonna take it to our pot and we're gonna put it in that bean sauce, okay? We're gonna put it in that bean sauce that we made, the beans with the water and all that good stuff. All right. So here we go. I'm finishing that up. There we go. See how clear the water is? When I first washed that cornmeal, that water was white. That water was dirty. Okay. So I went ahead and I added the cornmeal into the pot like I told you before. And when I started making this, I was looking like, Freddie, goddamn well that pot too little for that cornmeal. But I was like, maybe I could make it happen. So, I used a little pot. But in the video, you're going to see I changed the pot because it kept falling over and making a mess. And I wasn't happy. So I just went ahead and I just transferred it from this pot to another pot just so I could have more space when I'm mixing it. And I don't have to worry about no overflow. Okay. And the reason why the water was crucial was because that's what's going to give your cornmeal that red color, that little red color that it have. Or sometimes if you want to make cornmeal, you could do it with black beans too. You have to also save the water. That's what's going to give it that black color, just like when you're making rice. You got to save the water from the beans because that's what makes your rice have that color. It's the same thing for cornmeal, okay? And when you're mixing your cornmeal, make sure you're scraping all the way to the bottom, okay? Not just the top, the bottom. You are scraping and you mixing it just as you see I'm mixing it, baby. And you got to let that cornmeal cook. Cornmeal take time to cook. It's not going to be done in no 2 minutes, baby. Let that thing have time. Time is a ingredient. Let that thing have some time to cook properly. And let me tell you a little secret. If for whatever reason you realize you do not have enough water to satisfy the amount of cornmeal you have, meaning that you realize at some point you can realize that the cornmeal is still not cooked. It's grimy. That's how you know it's not cooked. It's still grimy when you taste it, but there's like no water left to cook it. You can always just add a little bit of water. I would suggest adding a cup or a half a cup at a time and see how it looks, then you'll decide if you need more or not, okay? And you let that cook for about like an hour, mixing it occasionally. Don't forget to mix it occasionally. And there you have it, Mayi Moulen, cornmeal. It don't get no better than that, y'all. And I love to eat Mayi Moulen with fish. That's how it is usually served for me. This is actually like a breakfast meal. And it's kind of heavy, and that's actually good for breakfast because remember, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and you should eat breakfast like a king because you could lose the calories before the end of the day. All right, and this is how it look, and it don't get no better than that, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, thank you for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.